Well, hi there, food friends. Welcome to Cavalcade of Food. I'm Kevin.
Hey there, we may eat to forget, but we never forget to eat. So
Amen, brother.
I'm Ralph behind the camera. What are we cooking up today?
Well, we've done a number of meatloafs over the years here. And we're
Because
gonna do,
we were comfort food before comfort was cool.
That's right. And but what's beautiful about a dish like a meatloaf is there's really endless variations.
You can really, it brings out the artist in you.
Yeah, and you can even do them like ethnic variations. You could do an Italian meatloaf. You could do
Polish
meatloaf. Why not?
Ooh, with some kielbasa stuck in there.
You could do a Spanish or a Mexican meatloaf. We should try that sometime.
And I think Filipino meatloaf with hard-boiled eggs inside.
So today we're going to do a Greek meatloaf.
Sounds great.
Okay.
It's our own combination of things, though.
Yeah, and what we love too is one of our really most regular and loyal and wonderful viewers, Helen.
Hi,
Helen.
Hi, Helen.
In Greece, who lives in Greece, although she's originally from the Midwest, Ohio, but she lives in Greece now, and she loves the videos, and so we thought, okay, you know what?
This is for Helen.
This is for you. So this is.
And you tell us what we're doing right or wrong here, because we're kind of making it up on the fly. But
yeah, when it comes to Greek stuff, we're amateurs. But what we do like is we love Greek food. We love the Greek spices, and so that's part of what's going on here. Let me show you what we got here on the little spice wheel. We've got salt. We've got pepper. We've got tarragon.
Ooh.
Okay, we've got Greek oregano. We've got cumin. We've got, this is a fresh minced garlic. We've got thyme, and we've got cinnamon.
Right.
Yeah.
And I smell mint. This whole kitchen smells very minty, which I know is a very important Greek spice.
We've got some...
herb, I should say.
Herb, yeah. And we've got some fresh mint here, and I chopped up about a half a cup, and that's going to go in. But basically, we're going to put everything in the meatloaf. So let's start with the meat. I've got 1.5 pounds of ground chuck, a half a pound of ground pork.
Okay.
Okay. The pork kind of mellows the beef out a little bit, adds a lot of moisture, I think, and flavor. And I know my mom always put pork.
This is how our moms made made the traditional meatloaf.
Yes. So. We're going to just kind of toss things together. So first we're going to put in all of our herbs and spices here, okay? Then I'm going to put in, I got a cup of milk. You with me?
And that could just be whole milk, warm or room temperature.
I got 2 eggs beaten, room temperature. It helps if everything, including the meat, the chill is off of it, okay? Mm-hmm. It kind of comes together.
It helps to blend those flavors.
Now, we've got 1 onion here that we kind of browned up in butter, okay? That'll give it a nice deep flavor. Mm. I've got a cup of saltines crushed. Now, sometimes people use breadcrumbs, and you could use breadcrumbs. We're going to use cracker crumbs.
So saltine crackers. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Kalamata olives.
Kalamata olives.
Chopped. Here's about a cup.
Must have not got a lot of Kalamata.
Then, feta cheese.
Ah, it's getting very Greek in here.
Okay, I'm going to crumble this up a little more even. This is 4 ounces, okay, of feta cheese. So we're going to get all that in there.
I don't know if our friends watching can hear, but we've got Nana Muscura in the background on the turntable.
And then finally our mint.
Adding to the Greekness of it all.
She's wonderful. Such a beautiful voice.
So I know one thing I've learned and have heard through the years about meatloaf is it's important to not over mix the meat.
That's right. Because it can make for a tougher meatloaf. You want everything kind of loose. See how I'm keeping my fingers apart?
Yeah.
And they're like big forks.
So you're basically like kind of tossing it more than
exactly.
Mixing or melding it. It's more of just a combining of it all.
Because what you want is you want the milk and the egg to kind of absorb into the ground meat,
keeping it moist and liquidy.
Look at that. I love the beautiful colors, the white pieces of the feta. You have the green mint. You have these wonderful black and brown spots with the olives chopped up. Okay, so that's about all I'm going to mix it. Now, I'm going to wash my hands, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to get a sheet pan, and we're going to shape our meatloaf and get it in the oven, which is preheated to 350 Greek meatloaf.
Now what are we up to here?
Now we've got our beautiful Greek meatloaf mix here. I'm going to transfer to a baking sheet. Now I lined it with a piece of foil, and then I sprayed the foil with a little cooking spray. So that's just because I like a quick and easy cleanup here with no fuss.
So could you put this also in a loaf pan?
You could.
What would that? I mean, would that mean
you'd need a pretty big loaf pan for this, or you might have to put it in two. I like to freeform, the thing. I also find, because you do have a certain amount of fat in the meat, this way the fat drips out of the meat and away. In a loaf pan,
it kind of stays
the fat stays, the meat stays in the fat. But some people actually prefer that. But okay.
So you just kind of give it a loose shaping and
right. Now, if this was like a typical meatloaf, we'd cover it with chili sauce or ketchup, maybe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To make like a crust, right? We're not going to do that. Although, you could put a few tomatoes in here.
Yeah, there's a lot of great Greek cooking that we've enjoyed that has tomato-based sauces and such. So,
or you could, in the last maybe 15, 20 minutes, you could put some sliced tomato on the top and let them bake on. That would be nice. We will do that. But that's okay. So there we are. Now what I'm going to do, if you wouldn't mind, Ralph, opening the oven. This is going to bake for about an hour at 350. Okay?
All right.
And we'll be back. Greek meatloaf.
Cavalcade of food.
Oh, it is smelling so good up in here.
It smells like a wonderful Greek restaurant Detroit's so famous for.
Now, look at this. Now, it's not done yet, but this is 40 minutes in.
Oh,
okay?
I see what we're doing. We got that idea to put the tomatoes on towards the end.
The more we thought about that, the more we liked it. So I have a nice tomato here that I've sliced up, and we are just going to layer some nice fresh tomato.
And look how nice that looks on top of it.
How's that? Isn't that beautiful? And that way we'll let the tomatoes kind of cook. They'll soften up a little bit, but those will be really nice with the meatloaf.
Yeah, that's a perfect topping.
Isn't it? Really pretty. We're going to put this in for about another 20-25 minutes and let it finish cooking. And
so you took it out about 20 minutes or
40
minutes into
about 40 minutes at 350. If we put the tomatoes on from the beginning, after the tomatoes would just cook down to nothing.
Mush.
Yeah. So we still want them to look like tomatoes, have a little bit of texture.
And taste good.
They'll just get nice and soft. So we'll be back in about 20-25 minutes and get this baby out. So we've been in another 20 minutes. Aww, look. How pretty. What we're going to do, Ralph, is we're just going to take this out and let it rest. Now, see what I said earlier, remember, we talked about putting it in a loaf pan, and how I said I like to do it this way because the excess fat that drains off of the meat, see, rather than the meat in a loaf pan, the fat's got nowhere to go. So,
okay.
Anyways, we're just going to let this wonderful Greek meatloaf just hang out for about 10 minutes, okay, and rest, and then we'll cut into it.
Sounds great. I can't wait to try it. It sure smells good.
Yeah. Transferred it from the baking sheet onto a platter to take to the table. Isn't that beautiful?
As good as it looks, it still could almost use like a little more, maybe, like I was thinking sea salt or garnish of some kind, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Ralph, look at. How about we've got this beautiful parsley, and I think that would be a beautiful garnish.
Just a little touch of green.
We'll put some here on the side. Isn't that pretty? And
Betty.
parsley really sets off. Always the green always looks good against the brown.
And the red, yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe we could even
Make it nice and uniform, and
because we eat with the eyes first, don't we?
yeah, Betty Crocker's got nothing on you.
So here we'll put some. How's that?
It's a little sloppy. Make it nice.
Okay. Is that
Is
that good?
Is that to my liking? Yeah.
Okay.
You're getting
there we
there.
go. How's that? So
Wow, that looks great.
now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start from this end. We're gonna slice. It almost didn't fit on the platter. Look at this. Oh,
Ooh.
you see that?
The way you want it. Little coloration in there, and
Here
all those
here's the
cheese.
inside.
You can see the cheese. You can see the Kalamata olives.
You can see the mint.
And mint. That parsley and that tomato is a great way to finish it off there.
And of course, I love the end cut. Oh, wow.
Liking it?
Yeah, that Greek
Oh,
herbs and spices
those Greek spices and herbs are coming together
really
properly.
come out. I
Gonna go-
wonder if the cameraman wants to try.
Oh yeah.
How's that?
Wow. Those have
Isn't
a
that
nice.
great? You get a little, that cinnamon is just in the background.
Yeah, there's hints
Here,
of it. Then you get
the
the
mint.
salty Kalamata, the feta, the
Right,
mint.
the feta.
Wow,
Here it is.
it's more Greek than I really imagined it would be.
So, Greek style meatloaf.
Yeah. We're happy with it.
It's not Greek to us anymore. We
made
think
it.
this is a great variation.
We cavalcaded.
We cavalcaded it up.
We cavalcized it.
So, anyways, here it is, folks.
Besides
Greek style meatloaf. We are gonna dig in and enjoy a wonderful Saturday supper
Yes.
here. Thanks so much for being a part of it. We had a great time making this. Hope you had a great time being with us.
Hope you have a great time making this one, Helen. If you do, let us know how you
Helen
like
in
it.
Greece. And we'll see you next time on Cavalcade of Food. Bye.